channel. I am so excited because this is my first video. So this is a premiere and it's on Valentine's Day. That's a 2-in-1 package. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so geeked. And I'm going to be sharing you a story of my first crush since it is Valentine's Day. So I'm going to share that. And I hope you guys enjoy my story time. So, once upon a time. No, I ain't even going to start off like that. Okay, so one day in 7th grade, that's when it started my first official crush. And so, we had social studies. Me and my friend Adriana had social studies with this guy named Anthony, right? And we sat in this table and we all sat together, right? So I'm going to tell you my crush was Anthony. During the time in 7th grade. Yeah. Cause yeah, it was. And so we would sit at the table and stuff, and me and Adriana would always talk, giggle, laugh, and then we finally connect and had that bond as friends. You know, I could actually call her a friend. And so we'll sometimes be like, who's cute in the class? And talk about who's cute in the class. And so we'll talk about it, and then we'll be like, oh, he's cute, or whatever that case was. But then I actually thought that Anthony was like really, really cute to me. And I really had a crush. Like, that was the only person I really had a crush on, my official crush. And so that was that. And so I would convince my friend Adriana to talk to him for me, because I was so shy, guys. Like, I had a problem. I cannot talk to people I had a crush with, thought was cute, or anything like that. I would rather sit there in front of the person I think is cute and not say a word. Like, that was just me. I couldn't be outspoken like some girls and be like, hey, da 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 da, you're cute, this and that. No, I couldn't do that. I was in 7th grade, guys. I was shy. And so I wasn't shy around my friends, though. It's just, you just be shy around your crushes or people you think is cute or people you don't even know. That was just me. I was that kind of person in 7th grade. And so I would convince her to talk to him for me and tell him that I thought he was cute. And she ended up doing it for me. I was like, oh, look at me. I'm on the road playing. I'm on the road game. I'm just playing. But I really was so happy. Like, I was like geeked up during the time, because I'm like, I know this is about to work. If she just say this to him, so then he'll start talking to me, then I don't have to be nervous on talking first. Because I was the person, I couldn't just talk first. You got to talk to me, then I talk back. And so I remember some days, he had this G-Shock watch. When I know y'all guys remember that, the G-Shock watch, like, them was the stuff back there. And so I would wear a G-Shock, he wore a G-Shock, and I borrowed mine from my cousin. I happened to see that he likes G-Shocks, so I was like, you know what, I'm about to stunt on this watch, you know, look all this and that. Even though I didn't really like the watch that bad, but I just wore it. And so people would talk about his watch, and then I'll have the watch too, and then he'd be like, no it ain't. I'll be like, yeah, these watches are tired. So he'll be like, yeah, she wearing it too. And so I just be happy off that little stuff, them little moments. You're probably thinking right now, how do I remember that? I don't know. I just remember stuff. If I want to remember it, I'll remember it. So that was that. Then, like, after time went by, we started talking as friends. Then I remember I told my friend Adriana, I was like, ooh, my birthday was coming up. It would be so tight if he asked me out on my birthday, because my birthday was at school. So, yeah, I was hoping that would happen, and I told her that. So, I knew if I told her that, then she would go back and tell him. So, because she got a big mouth. Like, so I went to tell her, and then she ended up speaking to him for me. So I was like, yes, it's all been said. And I was scared though, because at the end of the day, I'd be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Every time I think he's about to come towards me, I'll try to run away or hide another corner, another hallway, because I was just too scared to come to his face after he knows. You know, I hate that feeling when people know what I said about them, if I like them, and I'm just like, oh shoot, they know now, I gotta go. So that was that. But then he ended up catching up to me, and so he asked me, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then all I did was give him a hug, and we got on the bus, and that was that. That was the end of the day. And so the things we did was just talk. It was like kind of boring. And then he said he don't remember this, but I sure do. I sure do. He broke up with me over Christmas break. You know, my little heart was crushed on that day. Like, I was in 7th grade, but my little heart was crushed. Like, I said, dang, that was my first official person. And he broke up with me that quick after, it was probably about like 2 weeks. Because I remember, my birthday is November 27th. We went to Christmas break, probably like 2nd week of December. So, like, that's when it happened. And I don't even know why, though. I never knew why. And it's so funny. But, that ended up being that. But I remember in 7th grade, we didn't really do anything. But I know we had this Butler field trip. Because if you read so much hours, then you'll be able to go on a field trip. And so, me and him was on the field trip. And all I remember, he bought me some nachos or whatever. I was so happy because I was like, oh, this stuff look real. We look like me on a real date. You know, I'm doing the thing. I was doing nothing. I was just eating some nachos. And so that was that. And then I was never into basketball games in 7th grade. Like, I'm just like, okay, shoot a ball in the hoop and that's it. Like, he would be so excited. He'd be like, woo, woo, number 44, baby. I'd be like, that was just not me. I was just not hyper over games. Like, yeah, so that was that. And then he'll always ask, he's like, why are you so quiet? I said, I don't know. I don't know. That was crazy. I did, though. I was just shy. And so I remember on the bus, we ended up talking a little bit, but then I ended up wanting to fall asleep or look out the window, something like that. But that was that. But now it's just so funny because my freshman year at high school, we ended up talking again as friends and stuff, cause catching up and stuff like that, cause we never like stopped that friendship bond. Even in 8th grade, we never stopped that friendship bond. We just never had classes together, so when we do see each other, we'll speak to each other, and that was that. But freshman year, I ended up seeing him more, but we didn't have no classes together, I believe. And he ended up talking to me, and then we ended up texting each other. He ended up liking me again. And, you know, I always been like him, but I just never kind of person to revisit something. So, yeah, especially if my feelings was hurt during that time, even though my feelings wasn't hurt now, but it's just, like, awkward. So, he ended up asking me, and I was like, no, because I had this other friend named Adriana. In 8th grade, she went out with him, so I'm just like, that puts me in an awkward space because I'm close to her now, and I don't know how she feels. Because, you know, just because your friend might have a boyfriend, she moved on, she might still have feelings for her ex. So that's the kind of friend I am. I can't just go out with somebody who went out with my friends or something like that, or if I feel like my friends still got feelings for him. So I had to make sure that was done with, but we just continue as friends. He ended up getting a girlfriend. I ended up talking to somebody. And so that was that. And then now it's at a place where we talk again. We in a couple of things we had, like, at stuff we were in together with. Like, this thing at Mackenzie was like junior chamber, I believe. We was in that together. Starfish, 21st Century Scholars. So it was just like, to me, it always felt like God wanted it to be that way, but we kind of both strayed. I don't know, I always felt like that in my heart, like, because we actually get along with so many things, like, and we talk about personal stuff, and I just feel like it was always supposed to meant to be that way. And then especially now, because how all of a sudden when we're both at the end of a road with our exes or whatever the case is, we end up coming back to each other to talk, or, you know, always had that special bond. So it's just like, now we're in a good space. I don't know what it can lead to. And it's so awkward because he's going to be watching this and I don't want to be laughing. Oh my gosh. I don't care because this is my first video and he should be happy. You know, this is my first video and I'm talking about you and my stuff. So, like, I could have just left the name out, but I did it. But yeah, so that was my first crush. I'll tell y'all how things go I don't know if it can get any further yet. I don't know what it is, but I know we're in a good space. So, oh no, we'll see. We got plenty of time to tell you about that later in videos. So yeah, that's my story time for my first crush. I was a shy person, but you know, now I'm to the point I'm just like, I can talk to anybody, and I'm an open book, to be honest. You ask me questions, I'll tell it, and that's just how it is. And I just love talking to people. I love motivating people, and you're gonna see a lot of that in my videos in different little ways. I'm not gonna only stop at story time. I am gonna be doing vlogs. I'm going to be doing hair tutorials, makeup tutorials. I'm gonna have funny videos. Like, my stuff is not gonna be lame. It's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be having dancing on here, giveaways. Come on, tell me who don't like free gifts, like $50 gift cards. I'm talking about stuff like that. Like, tell me y'all don't like that. I know y'all gonna like that. So yeah, I'm so excited, and I'm excited for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like and comment below and subscribe. You know, tell your friends about it, because I am not finna stop at this. This is not the end of More Brittany, and you're gonna learn so much of me along the way of this journey on my YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching.